Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 2 of the VocTer Gaming UK Open, number 2. And this is the second game in the series, as I did just say, so spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Ohana, playing as the pink Protoss, we have Barbaric. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Ohana, playing as the Green Terran and currently 1-0 up in this series, we have RobbyG. Both of these players have had to go through some fairly tough people to get to where they are in this point in the bracket, with RobbyG having to go through Shibi and Rock God, and Barbaric having to go through Simba. So a very tough bracket for both these players. It's been a very nice tournament so far. So I cannot wait to see what happens in this game. But at the moment, we're just going to be in the early game stages. So if you guys want... So just a quick thing for you guys. If you guys want to see more from the person who runs this tournament, VocTer Gaming, aka the Vocal Terrorist, then please check out the Manchester Barcraft YouTube channel, which is where a lot of this is up. Or I believe he has his own YouTube channel, which I'm pretty sure is just VocTer Gaming. YouTube.com/VocTer Gaming. I will have to double check on that. I will also have to ask him what it means, because I am very unaware. Whereas if you want to see more of what I do, then please follow me on Twitter at EvilGuy13Gaming. Check out my YouTube, which is youtube.com/EvilGuy13Gaming. And finally, please check out my team, which is TLR Esports. So that would be TLR-esports.co.uk. Both of the semi-finalists, third and fourth place, were from my team. So you will hopefully see some good stuff by checking out that team, seeing the kind of stuff that we are doing at the moment. So for now, we are going to be seeing RobbyG getting that orbital command. So he will just be going very standard. This is nothing special out of either player right now. Cybercore going down, Chrono boosting out a Zealot, Chrono boosting out probes. This is just incredibly normal out of both players right now. Second gateway for extra defense or for offense. I'm very interesting to see. I'm very interesting apparently. I'm very interested to see what he does with this. So we are going to see the warp gate on the way. This could be a very early pressure, but it seems a bit interesting of a build order for that. We are seeing the second Stalker on the way out, though, so he is protecting his ramp, making sure to deny any scouting information. However, I still haven't seen RobbyG scout, well, ever. So he's just going fairly normal, just using these Marines to defend his own ramp and not bothering to scout. He can scan when he needs to. We're seeing another pylon and another gas going down. Second gateway is about to complete. Warp gate is partway done. No chrono being used, so we're not seeing a 4 gate or anything like that by the looks of it, because the warp gate isn't being sped up as quick as possible. It is about halfway done right now, and we're seeing the Stalker and the Zealot push out across the map. No more production building. Oh, we may actually be seeing a 4. We are seeing a 4 gate. In fact, 2 more gateways going down. Where's that chrono on that Cybercore? That's what we need to be seeing. Chronoing out the Sentry instead, so he's going to be using it for defense at the moment against these Marines and Marauders on the way, which is fairly interesting because it is against the 2 racks at the moment from RobbyG. So that was actually a fairly good move. And a Barbaric preferably needs his warp gate as soon as possible, though the Sentry is here, so he will be able to hold that ramp for a very long time. The 2 Stalkers as well. Just need to wait for that warp. Yay! There's the force field. Is easily going to be able to get that SCV. Very nice play there, but that's the only force field. Is RobbyG willing to risk it without that SCV? It does tank a bit of damage. We're seeing more units join in the fight, though. Drone probes being pulled to help deal with this. They will get killed off very quickly, but they tank quite a few shots, but they just get sacrificed for nothing there. And the Marauders doing so much damage. So many Stalkers here. This isn't what Barbaric wants at all. He needs to morph those into warp gates now. There we go. And we will see a warp in of Zealots to try and help deal with this, because there's so many Marauders right now. Stalkers pulling back, but the concussive shell is preventing them from escaping. Warping in Stalkers instead, taking the risk against the Marauders. And it looks like that will be enough. Stalker's easily able to pick off these Marines, trying to microback the weakened ones, but concussive shell just too good right now. Down to 4 Stalkers, but that will easily be enough. Microing back the weakened ones to kill off those Marauders. And there we go. All those Marines do die, and RobbyG is in retreat, but he is very far ahead in supply right now, and is just going to continue tacking up. That was a very good defense, though, by Barbaric. He is going to use these Stalkers to push out, see if he can do a bit of extra damage down on RobbyG, and he is attacking as well from a forward pylon, which I completely missed. This is very nice from Barbaric, pushing forward. There are 2 Marauders, 3 Marauders on the high ground, and a bunker going down, so he's going to need to wait for those 4 Stalkers to arrive before he even attempts to push up here, and even then it's going to be very difficult. SCVs being pulled as well. Stalkers are being killed left, right, and center. Pro SCVs being decimated right now, all going down. That's a big economy hit, and Barbaric has caught up in supply doing this. He is warping in a couple extra Zealots for assistance, bringing the probe as well. And the thing is going to be so hard to push up. And there we go. 2 bunkers are just about to finish, and that will be the end of Barbaric's attack. But he's thrown down a forward pylon. He does not realize this yet. He must realize now, and he will want to just get rid of that forward pylon. There we go. He realizes this is way too difficult to assail right now with these 2 bunkers. So he will just micro around here, make sure his opponent does not leave for the moment. While his opponent is continuing to tech up, he's throwing down the reactor on this factory and throwing down the starport. So he will swap those over, get the medevacs, and continue to work like that. We are just seeing the 2 barracks just continuing to produce at a fairly normal rate, just rallying to the main army. Zealots pushing up, but they will take some good Marauder hits, trying to lure some of the army down, but its position so far back, there's not a chance of that. So Barbaric realizes this attack is definitely over and is going to pull back. He is already expanded, which puts him in a fairly good economic position. It's just a question of how long RobbyG takes until he realizes he's not being pinned anymore and can expand. He's already building his command center, so he will be able to just lift that off and land it down. The factory is on the way out to do a bit of a poke. As we can see down here, Barbaric is, as I said, throwing down his natural, just continuing to macro up and throwing down the Twilight Council, so just going to continue working his way through the tech tree at the moment. Nothing unusual here out of Barbaric. After that good defense, he's been able to trap his opponent in for a while. He's still very far behind in supply, but that's what you'd expect after he's thrown down this Nexus. Once this Nexus does go up, it's going to be much easier for him. And there's a DT Shrine. That's going to be interesting. He only has 1 orbital command at the moment and is muling very effectively right now. And the second command center is only just about to finish. He does now realize he's not being pinned and is beginning to push out with what he has. Zealot does spot this. DT Shrine only about 1/3 of the way done. But we will now see RobbyG expand and continuing to push out with this very heavy force. And we'll see Barbaric continue to warp in as much stuff as he can to defend, as DT Shrine is only halfway done. When he gets this DT Shrine done, he will easily be able to kill this off. And there we go. This is exactly what Barbaric was expecting by the looks of it. The double drop. And he is in the perfect position to deal with this. Is RobbyG paying attention? Yes, he is. Force fielding the ramp. Perfect play here by Barbaric, making sure that nothing comes out of this at all. Dropping above the force fields, though, giving the high ground vision. That's very smart by RobbyG. Stalkers coming down. He needs to bring them into bear. Good force fields trapping these Marines here. The Stalkers need to get into this fight now, but they're not. Sentries getting picked off. The natural is under siege right now. That was very clever there by RobbyG. Barbaric played almost perfectly there, but the drop on the other side of the force field by RobbyG was just enough. DT being warped in, being scanned in the wrong place right now. DT, as long as RobbyG can deal with this and keep himself alive, this DT is going to be able to do massive amounts of damage right now, and it is going to do exactly that. But the thing is, RobbyG's army has already killed off Barbaric's army. This DT isn't going to be able to kill himself quick enough. Everything is going down here for Barbaric. He does have enough money, though, to build 2 more Nexi, and that's exactly what he's doing. He is getting out of there too sweet, and the scan's gone down. The DT is dead. And there's the GG. RobbyG takes a 2-0 lead in the VocTer Gaming UK Open number 2. Join us in what could possibly be the final game coming up next.